ever since the Supreme Court case a few years back, New York Rifle and Pistol Club versus Bruin, was found in favor of really constitutional carry, everybody's right to carry a firearm outside of their home from coast to coast, was implicated. States just doubled down. They doubled down on anti-Second Amendment efforts. And when 2024 came, there were so many anti-Second Amendment bills being passed or being implemented by the time 2024 came, that it really slowed down. And as we entered into 2025, there weren't a lot of new anti-gun bills taking place on January 1st of 2025. A few, but not a lot. But one particular state on Christmas Eve, literally on Christmas Eve, introduced a bill for 2025 in the state of Washington that would limit the amount of ammo that the citizens can buy. And this is the very first of its kind. And I kind of led this video with all the anti-Second Amendment efforts because a lot of those efforts have really been revolving around ammo and not the guns themselves. More about what kind of ammo, how much ammo, how many bullets can you fit in your gun. Like a lot of ammo related bills coming down, really probably more ammo related bills than gun bills over the last year or two. And this one is the very first in this country. Not even in California do they limit the amount of ammo you can buy. Now, in California, you have to pass a background check to buy ammo, so some people can't buy any ammo in California. But right now, there is no law in the United States limiting the amount of ammo that a person can purchase. So what is this new bill? Well, let's take a look at it. Again, this bill was filed on Christmas Eve, kind of Merry Christmas to the citizens. We're going to suppress your Second Amendment rights even more. And what it is it's Washington House Bill 1132. And the meat of it is really revolving around how much ammo you can buy in a 30-day period of time. Depending on the caliber, there's a little variety there, but just a small variety on how much you can buy every 30 days. And what that is it's 100 rounds per month of 50 caliber. So 50 BMG, you can have 100 rounds per month. Everything else, 1,000 rounds a month. So if this bill passes in the state of Washington, you will be limited on the amount of ammo you can buy to 1,000 per month. And that would be it. That would be your limit. And then if it's a 50 BMG, it's 100. Now, they say that this bill is more of a rationing thing to kind of limit the amount of ammo, like they're concerned about the amount of ammo that there is. It clearly is a gun control. It's what this is it's gun control through ammo control. If you don't have the ammo, your gun is worthless. You might as well just have a heavy stick. It is about as effective as a rifle without ammo would be. Now, I also want to say that this is really, if you take this piece and you might say, well, it's just Washington. I don't live in Washington. What do I have to worry? Well, it sets a precedence. If they get away with it, other states are going to begin to do that as well, and the federal government will be eyeing it as a federal thing. It's just kind of historically how all this plays out. But beyond it, when you look at the idea that if one state rations the amount of ammo or limits the amount of ammo that their citizens can buy per month, but in addition to that, there's online purchases of ammo that are restricted. There's red flags being issued by Visa, MasterCard, American Express if you buy more than 1,000 rounds. It's an onslaught of attacks on the citizens of America on how much ammo you can actually buy. So let me give you an example of how this will affect us. I live in the state of Missouri. There's no such laws. But the reality is when you take that mixed with all the other things, if I'm going to go buy over 1,000 rounds of ammo, there's some certainties to my maneuver. One, I'm definitely not using Visa, MasterCard, or American Express. I'm going to go get cash, and I'm going to go pay for it with cash. I'm definitely not going to show my ID. I'm definitely not going to go anywhere where they require a background check, that sort of thing. So I still, even though I'm in a free state of Missouri, I have to limit my maneuvering on how I buy ammo if I'm going to buy over 1,000 rounds so all these red flags don't go off. It's an onslaught of attacks on gun control through ammo control. And this new House Bill 1132 has nothing to do with rationing ammo. It has everything to do with gun control through ammo control by limiting the citizens to 100 rounds of 50 BMG or 1,000 rounds of everything else every 30 days. Is really more suppression. And we've also seen, not just in Washington, but the entire West Coast, but specifically in Washington as well, is this slow eroding away of Second Amendment rights. And it all revolves around this idea. You know, I have family that live in Washington, and it used to be a very pro-Second Amendment state. And it just shows how you're only a few elections away from the erosion of what rights you think you have. Because here in Missouri, I feel like I have a lot of Second Amendment rights, but we're only one election away from losing all those. And we've seen this repeat itself in states around the country. And the reason they're going after the ammo specifically is because there hasn't been really any successful Supreme Court cases that argues that states can't limit the amount of ammo you have. So until we see that play out, which may be this year, that's for another video. But right now, what we're looking at is states are going to, I believe that this is going to be like a domino effect. It's going to start in Washington, then Oregon, California, Illinois, New Jersey, New York. The usual suspects will just follow suit. So there you go. Any thoughts or insight on this, definitely put it below. If you're in the state of Washington, I'd be curious how people feel about it around there and how this is going. Put that below as well. But most important part of this channel, we take prayer requests. So please don't ever, ever hesitate to send that in. Thank you for watching this episode of God, Family, and Guns. And as always, love God, love your family, and love guns.